Dear Senator of Economics, Ms. Giffey, dear Excellencies, guests from Germany and abroad, from government, industry and civil society, ladies and gentlemen, what a beautiful venue, what a great event, what a perfect way to start the week. Welcome to Berlin. Welcome to the Asia-Berlin Summit. Ms. Giffey, I would like to thank you and the city of Berlin very much for your invitation and for hosting this great event. Without a doubt, Berlin is one of the leading hubs for startups in Europe, which makes it the ideal location for this summit. Berlin is where the action is. This is why the summit has truly become a highlight of the day. Berlin is home to a vibrant, buzzing, international startups. This is where young companies, investors, and government institutions come together to talk about international trends and challenges. This is where international cooperation begins. And by international, I mean cooperation with one of the most fascinating regions for the digital industry, Asia. With its many startups, has become a leader in various digital fields, including artificial intelligence, fintech, e-commerce, and biotechnology. That is one of the main reasons why more than half of the bilateral dialogues of the Federal Ministry for Digital and Transport are with partner countries in Asia. Last week, we held a conference on these digital dialogues at my ministry in Berlin. I'm delighted that our digital dialogue partner countries from Asia are also able to attend today's Asia-Berlin Summit. Distinguished guests, I hope you had a wonderful weekend in this impressive city. As many of the people in this hall may not know our digital dialogues yet, let me briefly explain. The Federal Ministry for Digital and Transport introduced the federal government KEYS instrument, the International Digital Dialogue, to enhance cooperation with third countries outside the European Union. This format features both political dialogues between the partner governments and stakeholder dialogues. We want to use these platforms to put in place better frameworks for companies in the digital industry, but also for digital transformation in general. The dialogues also facilitate the direct exchange between stakeholders in government, industry, civil society, and research community. They cover all aspects of the digital transformation, from data policy and internet governance, Industry 4.0, artificial intelligence and IT security to network access, 6G, quantum technology, and promotion of startups. Our 5 Asian partner countries all have highly interesting priority areas. In our dialogue with Korea, for example, we focus on connecting tech startups. The key global startup hub, for instance, which helps Korean startups to go international, attended the inaugural meeting of the German-Korean Digital Dialogue in September 2022. This week, we will bring about a highlight in our cooperation with Japan. On 28th of November, the annual meeting of the German-Japanese Digital Dialogue will take place in Tokyo this week. The main topics of this agenda are telecommunication networks, 5G, 6G, disinformation countermeasures, AI regulation, and the metaverse. We are also planning to focus in particular on startups as part of this dialogue in the future. Thanks to our digital dialogue, we also have close close and active exchange with Singapore. One of the most innovative countries in the world in the fields of AI applications, cloud computing and big data. We are building on this cooperation with a strategic partnership between Germany and Singapore adopted last week. Our digital dialogue is focused on artificial intelligence and online safety. In addition, at a wonderful event in May, the German-Singaporean startup Pitch Night, young, innovative companies from Singapore and Germany were able to discuss the opportunities and challenges of the digital business models. Singapore also attended our digital summit in October. At a panel discussion, Lu Chuin Hong, Chief Executive of Singapore's Infocom Media Development Authority, highlighted how vital it is that governments work together at international level to create a conducive, harmonized framework for the benefit of young, innovative companies. We are working with India to improve the environment for digital business models with both countries, aiming to enhance the conditions to startups. The latter examples, Singapore and India, clearly show how useful it is to include industry, civil society and the scientific community. Only